It's Check It Out!
Like what you see? Well, Mike's going to show you how to improve your Zoom sessions.
And Simon's going to show you how to change the limit for undo send for your email.
Geoff is going to show you a really cool and easy way for you or your students to make animations in Keynote.
And for all you elementary teachers, Katherine's going to show you the latest update in Seesaw with the Progress tab.
Check it out!
Zoom has just released a new feature called Immersive View. It's what we used in our Check It Out intro this week. Immersive View could place you and everyone in your Zoom conference in areas which will make it appear as if you're in the same environment to make it a little bit more immersive. What you'll need to do is to make sure you're updated to the latest version of Zoom. Check out Simon's video on updating Zoom in the description below if you're on YouTube. Then you'll have to allow for Immersive View in your Zoom preferences under the In Meeting Advanced section. Then, after restarting Zoom, you'll be able to do this. You can click on View, click on Immersive, and you'll have different environments where you can go. Let's choose this classroom. You can move people around. Doesn't look like Geoff's is working at this moment, but maybe that's just a small little glitch because he hasn't updated to the latest version of Zoom. There's also this. It looks like Katherine and I in our cafe. How about this? We're in learning pods. There you go. Geoff's updated to the latest version of Zoom. Excellent. Try it out. Play around. This is one of our favorites. It kind of looks like we're in Harry Potter. See you in your next immersive Zoom meeting.
Have you sent an email and just pushed that send button too soon and you wish you could get it back? Well, Google includes the unsend button at the bottom left-hand corner every time you send an email. But gosh, it's only there for a few seconds and I wish it was there longer. This is how you can adjust the time for the unsend button at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. To increase the time for the unsend button to stay on the screen, I just come up to the cogwheel for settings. I go to See All Settings. I come down to Undo Send. The default is 5 seconds. I'm going to make it 20. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to save the changes. So now I'm going to send an email. Send this email here. Over here it comes across. The message is going to be sent. I've got 20 seconds until for me to be able to undo it. And once it's gone, I'll have a message saying message sent. And there we can see the message has been sent.
Were you in awe of Simon's animations in our last Check It Out? Do you sometimes wish that your students could bring their stories to life with animations? Or they could explain concepts with cartoons? I'm all about creation. I'd rather have my students make an animation about dividing fractions rather than watch a video about dividing fractions. A really cool and easy way for students and teachers to make their own animations is Keynote, either on an iPad or a MacBook. Keynote is super powerful, and it's Apple's version of PowerPoint or Google Slides. What I really like about animations in Keynote is that it's low entry, high ceiling. What this means is that beginners or younger students can easily make stuff, and with a bit of work and effort, you can make some really advanced animations. When you add the ability to record voiceovers to the animation, it turns Keynote into a really powerful tool. And because it's a creation tool, it can also be used for any subject. Kids can animate stories or math problems, create explanation videos, make talking book reviews, model environmental changes, make movie titles, or anything else that you or your students can think of. I think the easiest way to get started is to use a technique or an animation called Magic Move. The way that Magic Move works is that it looks at changes in objects from slide to slide and then animates those changes. If the object changes position, color, or size, it animates that. Or if something appears in one slide then disappears in the next, it can also animate that. So when I first make an animation, what I do is I start a new slideshow, I add an object to a slide, I duplicate the slide, I move the object or recolor the object, then I just simply apply the animation Magic Move. You can make some pretty cool and powerful animations using this technique, but it's only the start. There are plenty of online tutorials and free ebooks that show you and your students how to use Keynote to create animations. Check it out, have some fun, and get creating. And if you want some more information or some tutorials, you can always talk to one of your friendly tech coaches.
Greetings, elementary teachers. You may have noticed a small change earlier this week in Seesaw, but it is going to have a big impact on how we use and we look at the data from our activities. When you go to your class in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to notice that Skills has changed to Progress. When you click on this tab, you will see an overview of all the activities that have been assigned to your class. Table, you will see how many students the activity has been assigned to. And it also has been color-coded at the top of the table to correspond to the completion rate. And you can see here in more detail what those colors mean. And that will also transfer to the side table. That same color indicator will give you an indication of the student's progress of activity completion. So that same color toolbar will tell you at the top what percentage of the activity has been completed for the activity itself. And then on the left-hand side where the students are, you can see how the student has progressed on their assigned activities. If you click on the activity, it will take you directly to the activity there where you can either approve or send back some of the students' work. Same as if you click on the student, you will get a full detailed report of the activity completion for that student with links directly to that activity and a link to a summary report should you need to send that to another teacher, the parent, or the students. On the left-hand corner of the screen, you can adjust the date viewing range so you can look at a week, a month, a whole unit, or a selected specific time range. Feature you'll see on the right-hand side is you can filter for specific students. So say you have a small group of students, maybe your hybrid students, and maybe you want to look at a particular assignment or subject area, and you want to even filter by a skill should we grow into using those. You can use these unique filter options here to select certain students or to select a certain folder where things might be tagged. So thinking about language teachers and single subject teachers, this will be particularly useful for you as you are looking at small groups of students, say hybrid students, and you want to look at their completion rate over time for the work that you have assigned them to do. And there you have the latest update from Seesaw. Take a moment and check it out and keep that feedback coming. This activities view is a direct result of the feedback that people have submitted to Seesaw for improvement.